We have made it past the academic section and into the activities and awards. Up until now, your entire application consists of the type of courses you've taken and what grades you received and test scores as well. Everything that's inside the classroom. But now you have the opportunity to let them know how you spend your time outside of the classroom, the type of responsibilities you have, your commitments, any interests that you're passionate about, and awards that you've received as a result of that passion or of your work ethic and commitment to what matters most to you. If you do not have any activities, go ahead and click here. But if you want to add an activity or an award, we're going to click the button on the left. You will see there's 5 different areas, and within each area you can add up to 5. We have awards or honors, and some students have chosen to include when they're on the Dean's List at Crafton here, or an example is if you received Employee of the Month. That's certainly an award that you can add here. Coaching awards, recognitions, for example. Under education and preparation programs, that could be, being part of the STEM program here at Crafton, or any other program that has helped you and enriched your academic experience. Extracurricular activities, these could be like sports and hobbies. If you coach, I guess that could also go there. Anything that you do outside the classroom and why you do it. Volunteering or community service. This is where you have donated your time without getting paid, obviously, because it's volunteering. And work experience. Now, a lot of students work while they're in college. You certainly want to include that here because it lets the UC know that, hey, in addition to school, I'm also working, and I'm working this many hours per week. It gives them perspective. If you're working 30 hours per week and you have, all A's or A's and B's, they're like, wow, this student really knows how to manage their time, as an example, just an example. So you're going to choose, whichever activity or award. In my case, I'm going to say work experience as an example. And I work at Starbucks. I'm going to explain what I do at Starbucks and how much responsibility I have. That's really important. If you work, the night shift, or you have been promoted to maybe a lead of some kind, you want to let them know that, because that lets the UC know that you have leadership qualities about you. You only have 250 characters. Again, a character is every letter and every space. So it's not a whole lot of room, but just enough, like a few sentences to explain what is your job title and what are your responsibilities. Responsibilities are here. When did you work at this job? This is really also important because as a transfer student, they really are looking for experiences after 12th grade. However, if you've been working at Starbucks since you were in 11th grade, go ahead and indicate that, right? And as well as after 12th grade. And so they're going to want you to explain, how many hours per week during the school year, as well as summer for each of those high school years. And then for after high school, your college years, you can indicate or answer the questions as it pertains to you. Do you still work at this job? Yes or no? When did you start? And if not, when was your end date? Save and continue. Another example is maybe a volunteer in community service. Perhaps I volunteer at Colton Youth Soccer Association. I'm going to want to describe a little bit about what the program is and what it does and its purpose. Again, only 250 characters, and exactly what I did. maybe I was the assistant coach or the actual coach, and want to talk about the age group of students that I helped coach and mentor, and how much time I spent on that. I think it's really important. Let's just say that it was after 12th grade, so many years I've been doing it, months, and then how much time do I spend volunteering? I know that those of you that do volunteer in sports is very time consuming, and it's usually a good 6 hours at least per week. So you want to include that in there and then save and continue. Okay, so I added both activities, my work experience, and my volunteer and community service. I am finished adding activities. Oh, because I work, it is asking me to indicate how I am using the earnings from my work experience. We're going to add that. And I'm going to tell them that I use my earnings to help me pay for school expenses and to contribute to my household needs, because I do. Save and continue. Now I have finished adding all activities. You do a quick review, right, of what I entered. And when it's all done, you can move on to the next section, the scholarship and programs. Good job.